I would just like for you guys to see what you're balanced on right now. I can't move the car too much. Okay. Hold on. Oh, the glare. Do you guys see what you're balancing on right now? Are you able to see that? That's terrible. That's terrible. But I'm still doing it. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I am recording a thrift with me today. It's actually going to be Friday for you guys, so hopefully I can get this edited and posted in time. But I will say, today's thrift with me, I am alone. I am in a new place. I'm using my actual camera and not my phone. So this is new. This is all new for me. But I hope you enjoy. I hope I actually get footage and I'm not like too embarrassed because I'm by myself in a different place. I might use my phone. But anyway, let's go. I forgot to say like and subscribe if you love me. Anyway, we did end up at Goodwill for this thrift trip, and it was a last-minute decision. I wasn't even sure I was going to be filming, but when I saw that Goodwill calling my name, I said, let me film this. And of course, if you've been here for a while, you know I always go to the dresses first. I don't want anybody snagging those dresses away from me. I am very greedy. No, I'm just kidding. But while I was thinking through this video, I was wondering what exactly should I share during this portion of the video. So obviously as you're watching these finds, it's really fun, but I don't really need to be explaining them, right? Like you can see that was a Princess Polly dress. So what should I do instead? And as I thought about that, I realized, you know what? Let me try to do some thrift tips. And I'm going to start with a really basic one, but number one, wear appropriate clothing. So obviously when you go to the thrift store, you're not sure, if you've never been, if they have a fitting room, for example, right? Or if maybe all the fitting rooms will be occupied for a really long time. That actually happened to me. And if you don't know these things, it's really a lot easier for you to wear spandex under a dress and just try those pants on in that aisle. If you don't want it, just put it right back. It makes it so much easier. Depending on where you're going, like if you're going to the Goodwill bins, maybe you want to wear masks and a glove. Wait, no, a mask and gloves. I said that backwards, sorry. But you know what I mean? It really depends what you're doing, but I would always wear appropriate clothing. Number two is have an open mind. So this dress, for example, that I'm looking at, one, it was Forever 21, and two, it was super bold and very patterned, and I probably would have never even looked at it. Now, it didn't really fit me anyway, but just looking at these items that you would usually pass up because you're scared they might not fit. Here's another one. That fit, I probably would have been like, I'm not sure about it. But I tried it on because maybe I would like it. And I did actually love the fit, but it was a little bit too transparent, and that's something that we see in the end of the video. But I truly just encourage you to have an open mind, not just get those things that you already have in your closet or that look similar to the pieces you know fit, but really branch out. And that's why you're wearing appropriate clothing anyway, right? So that you can try these things on. And that actually does lead me to number three, which is beware of impulse buys, whether it's because it's a good brand like these Birkenstocks, but they're terribly, terribly bad condition, or because it's something that in the moment you're like, that looks cute, but you know good and well you are never going to wear it. I had a couple moments like this two-piece set, for example. Loved the set, it is beautiful, but I knew I would never wear that top because of the cut and the shape of it. Number four is go often. Listen, I don't always have trips where I'm like, this is incredible, I'm finding everything I've ever wanted, these brands are great. No, believe me, there are times where I go in there and I don't find a single thing, and I'm like, why do I thrift? Why am I here? And I just go into like an existential crisis basically. So go all the time, because you don't know when there will be a piece that is meant for you. That also leads me into number 5, go early. Now, don't go before people are able to put things out on the racks, because if you go too early, everything is going to be bare and picked over from the night before. But go early enough where you're one of, the first people there, and you're kind of getting that first pick instead of going after everybody has come through and just getting what people have left behind. And to kind of stay on trend here, number 6 is go far. So if you have been going to your local thrift store, to a local Goodwill, Salvation Army, whatever it is, over and over, and you are starting to see the same pieces over and over again, not only is that boring, but also you're probably not seeing anything new, and you're just, wasting your time a little bit. So I encourage you to go far, to travel a little bit of a distance. It doesn't have to be super far, but just travel to the next Salvation Army over in the next town. You know what I mean? Go to a mom and pop thrift store in the town over, because those always have the gems, and traveling is fun anyway. Number 7 is probably not new to anybody, especially after the pandemic, but bring hand sanitizer. I know that most everybody is going to feel a little bit grimy, a little bit dirty, a little bit of something after touching a bunch of clothes or a bunch of things that belong to other people and you don't really know where they were. You know what I mean? That's normal, but just bring the hand sanitizer. You can throw it in your purse, you can leave it in your car, but once you're done and you pump some hand sanitizer on your hands, you will feel better, I promise. Number 8, if you need to, do your research on brands. For example, this dress was really cute, but I could kind of feel the quality was off. So I checked, and it was Shein, and we don't love Shein for multiple reasons. That's a whole other story that we can get into at a different time, but do your research on brands. Number 9, get to know your local thrift store. Not only the thrift store itself, but the workers. They make everything possible, honestly. So be nice, be kind. But also, a lot of thrift stores have calendars, and they tell you the color that's on sale that week, or the special promotion they may have going on because of a holiday. So honestly, just get to know your local thrift store. Number 10, and honestly one of my favorite things to do, is check the return rack outside of the fitting room, or if it's inside the fitting room, wherever it is, check the return rack, because other people are going to be grabbing good pieces, quality pieces, maybe some name brands, and if you check that return rack, let me just tell you, you will find something gold. Number 11, grab a cart. I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking, I don't need a cart. I'm going to try to go fast. I don't want to get that many items. But listen, it makes everything so much easier. You can grab an item that you're unsure of and just stick it in the cart and keep going. And at the end, you can kind of make your decisions, and it really actually makes the process a lot faster, even though it seems like it would make it slower. I know, confusing, but I highly recommend it. And to piggyback off of that, number 12 is have a plan. If you truly want to go super fast and get in and out, then having a plan will help you with that. If you're looking for a dress for some specific event, then all you need to do is go straight to the dresses. You know what I mean? Let's not make this more difficult than it has to be. Number 13 is obvious, but definitely check thoroughly for stains and rips. The amount of times I have gotten home and then seen a stain that I didn't see before, or found a rip that I hadn't seen before, is actually insane. So I highly recommend you take your time and check for these stains and rips, because I think thrift store lighting doesn't make it easy to find them. So move that item around and don't just look at it in one still spot, because once you start moving it around, you might find something that you didn't see before. Number 14, do a quick run through of the entire store if you are feeling up to it, of course. But sometimes I have found my best pieces in the children's clothing, for example, or folded up in the shoes instead of where the jeans go. So I highly recommend a quick run through and just keep your eyes peeled for things that you are actually looking for in random places. And stick around for a bonus tip that my husband came up with, but number 15 is have fun. There is no exact way that you should be doing this. It's just a fun experience, and you can find treasures for a lot cheaper price, and you're helping the environment. So it's all around fun, okay? So I hope you have fun, and here's a bonus tip from our guest speaker.
Bonus tip: when you're going down the aisles, go left to right, pulling the hangers towards yourself. It's much faster, unlike going the opposite way, right to left. You're not able to pull the hangers as fast.
And it hurts your shoulder, and you're not able to see the item. That was an amazing tip. Thank you for being here. We love you. Anyway, if you'd love to hear more tips, please like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed seeing what I found and then me trying all these pieces on, because I don't actually try things on as often as I probably should, because it really helps me determine what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. Thanks for coming. You matter.